It's me, your little boy, Kid Samson. I have something special, unique for us choosing ones today. Let me tell you something. There are people who are so devastated. Why? Because you are not yet what destroyed. Why? Because you are not yet what give up. Why? Because you refuse to quit. Let me tell you, a majority of people around you are absolutely angry because you are not yet destroyed as they thought. Because majority of people thought by now you will have give up. By now you will have quitted. There are people who believe that by this time you will never be able to amount for something. You will never be able to do well. There are people who thought by now all that they will be hearing from you is bad news. There are people who thought that by now all that they will be hearing from you is what is bad news and what an evil. But what shocked them is that they keep giving them something to talk about. What shocked them is that you keep increasing instead of what decreasing. And this is why a lot of people around you are accurately so filled with anger. Trust me, this is why majority of people up there are absolutely filled with pain, because you are not yet destroyed as they thought. You are not yet what consumed as they thought. You refuse to give up as they expected. Because trust me, there are people who expected that by this time you will never be able to amount for something. There are people who believe that by this time you will never be able to do it without them. There are people who earnestly believe that by this time things will be so tough around you, things will be so difficult around you, that you will never be amount for something by this time. There are people who earnestly believe that by this time, like today, like this year, something dangerous will have take place in your life. And that's why today majority of people up there are shocked how come you are still doing well despite of all their hope, despite of all their expectation, despite of all their thought. There are people who are so devastated today because they cannot just get the reason why you refuse to give up as they expected. They cannot just get the reason why you refuse to give up as they wanted. And this is why majority of people up there are accurately mad at you. This is why majority of people up there are filled with anger, because they never expect you to be grinding. They never expect you to be focused. They never expect you to be doing well by this time. They never expect to hear something good from you by this time. They never believe that you will still be doing great by this time, because they thought by this time you will have been stranded. But God said no. Remain blessed. May God bless you.